Email marketing and its limitations. What is email marketing? Email marketing is directly marketing a computer message to a group of people using emails. This can be done through college emails, retail subscriptions, or event reminders. There are different types of email marketing. The first one is transactional emails, which serve to facilitate or confirm a commercial transaction. This can include password reset emails or order confirmation or status emails. They convey information regarding the action that triggers. Another type of email marketing is direct emails that are sent to communicate a promotional message. So an example of this can be like an announcement of a special offer. If there are sales at a store and you're subscribed to their email list, you would get a direct email. And this is based off a customer list. There are different methods in marketing that can make your email more attractive or more likely to be opened by a user. So to start, you have to choose what kind of username your email is going to be addressed from. So if you're choosing a company's name, the person will immediately be learned that this is a corporate or marketed email, whereas if you use someone's actual name, it may seem more personal, and thus the person will be more likely to open it or less likely to think it is spam. Also, by using attractive taglines in your subject, the person will be more drawn to the email and more likely to open it as well. There's also the notion of choosing an appropriate time window. So if you look at the times that people are most likely to open their emails and send your marketed email at that moment, people will once again be more likely to open it. There's the notion of brand consistency. This email that is being marketed represents your brand, so it needs to remain with the philosophy of the brand. And that also adds to professionalism. If your email appears professional, it gives your company a better reputation, and people will be more likely to rely on it. And if the email presents new aspects of the company, the user will be interested and more drawn to the company. So the stakeholders in this situation are email users, and they are the customers or clients of a current company, but also can be users on an opt-in list, which I'm just about to speak to you about. So an opt-in list is a list that's harvested from internet sites using an automated program. So this means that your email address can be retrieved from a website, a chat room, or an online membership directory that it may already be on. That also means that the person may not be aware or have consented to receiving your emails, but simply been harvested. So this can using a purchase list can get you labeled as a spammer, and eventually can cause a shutdown by a provider, which will kill your credibility. So it's a very risky thing to use and will often diminish the professionalism of the company that is using it. So how are these stakeholders being impacted? The clients will receive emails from services that they're linked to on a mailing list, and the users can choose to unsubscribe from the list. Emails can be constant, and the user can receive multiple from one user, and users can receive emails from unknown sources as linked by a larger list, like the opt-in list. So now I'm going to talk about the positive aspects of email marketing. So to begin, it enhances your brand awareness. The customer will be more likely to be aware of your company after receiving an email. It improves the company's credibility, and it also increases the sale of the company. This is kind of serving as an ad, so people will be more aware of the company and thus more likely to become interested. Also, an email's immediacy reduces the delays in a communication and allows businesses to run more smoothly. It's cheaper and faster than traditional mail, and almost half of American internet users check or send email on a typical day, which makes it a medium that is very likely to be opened by users. It's also more eco-friendly if you consider the amount of paper that's being sent in physical mail as opposed to email. There are also negative aspects of email marketing, however, so this can be considered when you talk about inconsistent brand identity. There's also the notion of damaged company credibility. If a company is accused of being spamming its users, then that'll diminish its credibility, may even reduce your sales if this occurs, and cause legal problems. So there are the risks that come with it. So there is a solution to the issue. There was the CAN-SPAM Act that came out, and that stands for Controlling the Assault of Non-Solicited Pornography and Marketing Act, which ensures that you are free to spam as long as you follow the rules of the law, which ban false or misleading header information. So when I was talking about the interesting taglines, they have to be attractive to the user but also have to be true. If not, you can be facing legal issues for this. They prohibit deceptive subject lines, so like the taglines. They require that your email gives recipients an opt-out method, so this would be being able to unsubscribe from an email, especially if you are linked by an opt-in list and you did not do this willingly. You should have the right to unsubscribe from the emails, and it requires that commercial emails be identified as an advertisement and include the valid physical postal address. There's also the notion of a suppression list. So a list of suppressed email addresses used by email senders to comply with the CAN-SPAM Act is a suppression list, and this requires that senders of commercial emails provide a functioning opt-out mechanism. So once again, the notion of unsubscribing, and email recipients can unsubscribe their email address from future email messages, so not only can they be taken off the list, but being taken off the list definitely. And the unsubscribed email addresses are placed into the suppression list, which will suppress further email messages to that email address. So everything that would be sent from the opt-in list will be finally, a user can just filter their emails. So users can choose not to open emails from an unknown user, and they can unsubscribe to undesired emails. They can mark unwanted mail as spam, and eventually can report spamming marketers if they feel like email marketing has not been used in the correct. And these are the sources that I used in my bibliography. Thanks for listening.